Hello and happy Saturday. Can't do my words today. Welcome to Simple Stamping Saturday. This is the video that I share every week where I take one design, do it 3 ways, a really quick and simple card, and then 2 stepped up versions. And today I'm using new product. I cannot wait. So let me find my mouse and flip the camera down and we'll get started. So, clear desk. I always like to start with a relatively clear desk. We're going to be using a basic white note card and envelope, and we're going to be using Timeless Arrangements. Now, Timeless Arrangements is a bundle. Let me grab the dies for you. So, we've got all sorts of really great dies in this set. So we've got these 4, which are the same but different, and I will be showing you an example using these. So they've all got this rectangle with some sort of floral or foliage coming out. They're all exactly the same size rectangle, but you get 4 of those. You also get a die for this image, and those images, so those ones there. You get 3 what I would call standard labels, but they're stitched but with crosses in the middle of the 2 sides. And then you get some standalone foliage, which are these, and florals, which are these ones here, to build up a picture with. So I have used these. I have used this, and some other bits. So let me show you the card that I'm going to start with, which, as I say, uses my basic white card. Oh, I should go through the sentiments. So, some of these you put together, so you do a mix and match, where you add one and then the other. So you've got, I'm trying to find one, love and. So love and, you're obviously going to use something else with that. So we've got your kindness means everything to me. You're my everything. You make me smile. You're so kind. For always being there. I really appreciate you. Thank you. A very big thanks. Just can't enough. Very much. Love and. You are the best. For being my friend. To you. Hope your day is filled with everything good. For always believing in me from the bottom of my heart, and love you. So it would be something like a very big thank you from the bottom of my heart, etc. We've then got a foliage, a floral, loving this. It's like lots of coffee marks, but tiny. And then these 3 foliage images. Or is that a flower? Probably either. So the card that I'm going to show you how I made, this is the envelope. So I've got that coffee stain, for want of a better word, on the outside corner. And then this is the card. So I'm using Granny Apple Green with Flirty Flamingo. I've got a stamped off version of that bubble here. I've got 2 colour stamping going on here, and then this is just in Granny Apple Green. So let me show you how I made it. So obviously I need Granny Apple Green and Flirty Flamingo. So I'm going to open both of those, and I'm going to start with that 2-tone foliage, this one. So I've got my floral on my block. The joy of photopolymer is you can see through. And then of course we've got clear blocks, which, being clear, you can see through. So I'm just inking up those flowers. Then I'm going to take that and come in with my Granny Apple Green and just ink up everything else. And I'm being very careful to not get Flirty Flamingo in my Granny Apple Green. Bottom right hand corner, add a bit of a frou-frou angle and stamp. And that is our first image. Now I have missed a little bit here. If you've got one of our Stampin' Right markers, you could fill that in. I might see if I can just add a little bit of ink to the bottom of that stem. I'll probably get my head in the way. Sorry, I need to get over this. As in, I need to get my head over where I'm stamping. So I can see, there we go. So I've just managed to just fill that little space in, but you could use a Stampin' Right marker instead if you have one. Then I've got my foliage. Yeah, I'm going to be brave. I'm going to do my foliage next. You'll understand why this is being brave in a moment. So that's going to kind of come in close to, but not actually over, my floral. So that's my foliage. Then I'm going to come in with my For Being My Friend. So that's going in Flirty Flamingo, and this is where I say, you have to be a little careful that everything's going to fit. I'm desperately trying to not get my head in the way. So that's For Being My Friend, and then we can come in with Thank You. And that's just going to come in over the top. So thank you for being my friend, and then I'm going to fill this space by bringing in a tatty piece of mini grid paper, sadly sold out, and I'm going to ink up my coffee stain. Yeah, that should be about right. So I've stamped off twice, and I'm just going to come in and stamp there. So we've just given a bit of a background there, and then let's pop that to one side for one moment. Make sure you know where the flap of your envelope is, and then I'm going to come in, and this I'm going to stamp full strength and then second. So I'm going to do full strength quite far in, then I'm going to move it up a little bit but still overlap and move across to the left a bit. That way the bit that didn't get stamped, so that I didn't actually stamp onto my envelope, doesn't leave a dirty mark. I know what I mean. Anyway, so that is the card made. It is really quick. Where are we? We are at 7.5 minutes, including me saying hello and showing you through the stamp set. So really, really quick. So let me get rid of that. Let me grab the card again and fold it on the score line. You get 20 note cards and envelopes in a pack, so you can make 20 note cards. It's actually what I'm using for my card basis for my next Creativity in a Box, which, because of we are catching up with the shipping delays, but because of the shipping delays, my Creativity in a Box for April will probably go out at the beginning of May, because at the moment things are still picking. Anyway, so that's my note card and envelope. First stepped up version, I've introduced the Flirty Flamingo and Granny Apple Green card. I've done the same stamping for the flower and the leaves, and I've done a sort of ombre with those coffee stains. I've fussy cut round the images, cut out the Thank You for Being My Friend, put that all up on dimensionals, and then just added some rhinestones. So that's my first stepped up version. My next stepped up version, I'm using those dies that I showed you at the beginning, where there's the rectangle with the foliage and the florals. And this is what I've done. So I've used one of those labels, and I've put the rectangles behind that label, so it's building the same sort of shape as I've got here. I've switched out the background stamping for one of the online exclusive 3D embossing folders, and it's the one with the circles, so that's there. And then I've got the Granny Apple Green again, that's then popped up on dimensionals and on my Flirty Flamingo card base. This is all flat to the embossing, so hopefully that would go through in the UK as a standard letter, not a large letter, maybe. But I've still got those rhinestones in. So those are my 3 cards for my Simple Stamping Saturday. Let me bring those down so you can see them better. So you've got the quick and easy version, just using minimal supplies. So we've just got the stamp set, note cards and envelopes, and 2 ink pads. stepping it up by introducing, all I'm introducing here is some coloured card. I think they are still both in the Brights collection, so you could get both of those colours just by ordering the Brights collection mixed pack of cardstock and some rhinestones, and then I'm adding the dies and the online exclusive 3D embossing folder. So those are the progressions for those 3 cards. So I hope you have enjoyed seeing that. I'm just going to flip the camera back up. Hello. And just so I can say goodbye properly. So as I say, I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, a thumbs up is always appreciated. I will link everything that I've used apart from the new stamp set and dies, because you can't buy them yet unless you're a demonstrator, in which case you can pre-order them. And if you want them now and don't want to wait until the 2nd of May, you can add them to a starter kit. So you can just let me know that you want to do that and I can give you the information. And obviously that's £130 of products for £99, or 179 euros for 125 euros, I think it is. But it will be in the information in the description bar and over on my website, and there's a link for that below in the description bar. If you've got any questions, comments, do add those below the description bar as well. And all I have left to say is have a fantastic Saturday. Thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you again very soon, I hope. I do lives on a Tuesday morning at 11 o'clock UK time and a Thursday afternoon at 3 o'clock in the afternoon UK time. So please do pop in and see me on one of those. Until then, have a great weekend. Bye for now. Bye.